Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland. Tonight we're going to embark on a thought experiment. You know, I used to do these kind of videos occasionally, and I haven't got a clue as to why I ever stopped. But the whole impetus of this video started with a gift. You see, a couple of weeks ago, I received a gift in the mail, and it started this whole idea out. But you know what? The more I think about it, this idea ain't that crazy. Okay, so what gift am I talking about? I received a record in the mail from a very dear friend, Royce Eddings. Of course, you know Royce Eddings from Royce in the House. I often show up on his Sunday night streams. By the way, he always streams every Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. If you get a chance, go on over there. But he sent me an album. And of course, the album he sent me in the mail was one that I would have chosen for myself. So thank you, Royce. And of course, I'm talking about The Police, the greatest hits. Now, I love The Police, as all of you probably already know. I've done several videos on them, and I have been excited to go ahead and open this album for the first time today. And you know what? I've got to tell you, this album is really indicative of what the whole idea of what the video is for tonight. Now, I thought I'd give you a look at this album. If you haven't had a chance to pick this up yet, this is one that has done real well in sales, and there's a good reason for that. Mainly because, well, this album is full of hits, isn't it? And that's the whole impetus of tonight's video, folks. All right, let's put that away. And let's put that away. I don't want to cut myself. All right, so what a wonderful package, first of all. All right, this album is packaged perfect. I love the photo of the police there on the front cover. And of course, this is a double album, all right? And it's got 2 discs on it. But dig this, listen to some of these hits here. Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You, So Lonely, Message in a Bottle, Walking on the Moon, Don't Stand So Close to Me, Do-do-do-do, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, and Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic, Spirits in a Material World, and one of my favorite tracks by The Police, Synchronicity 2. Every Breath You Take, King of Pain, Wrapped Around Your Finger, with a bonus track included on it, and I love this track. I don't know why it wasn't released at the time. The Bed's Too Big Without You, all right? So now keep all of this in mind as we go through the video tonight. If you looked at my thumbnail, you'll see that I included 2 other bands other than The Police. I included Creedence Clearwater Revival, and I also included Grand Funk Railroad. Now, the reason I did, and this is the thought experiment, folks, what bands that you know of out there that have totally broken up, yet for the most part are still alive, and what 3 bands would you pick for whatever particular reason to tour together for a major tour on the level of a McCartney or a Springsteen, or dare I say it, Taylor Swift kind of presence in the audience? Now, the reason I chose these 3 bands is because they're all trios. Now, I know Creedence Clearwater Revival, for most of their career, were not trios. They were a foursome. But Tom did quit the band, and the band did put out an album as a trio. Their surviving members are exactly that trio. Of course, The Police were always a trio from the time we really got to know them anyway. And Grand Funk Railroad, they became a foursome, but that was never my favorite incarnation of that band. They could have left the keyboards behind. I loved them as a trio. Now, for those of you who are thinking, yeah, but these guys can't stand each other, this tour would never happen. Let's take a look at what's been said lately. What about Mark Farner? He's willing to bury the hatchet. If the other two could get their act together, we could get one of the best trios that rock has ever known. Now, I know that John Fogerty has a lot of issues with his former comrades in Creedence, but even he lately has been making statements more along the lines like, well, I don't see that happening in the near future. Things like that. He has really softened his statements regarding his two former partners in crime. And of course, the police have already regrouped for a tour once before, but I'm talking about a mega tour, all right? These three bands, think of the hits these bands have. If they just played their radio hits that we all love so much, we'd be there for 5 hours. Never mind the excellent album cuts that all three of these bands are known for. With John Fogerty and Mark Farner softening their statements concerning their former band members, and the police actually getting up and doing this once already, I think it's time for at least one more tour from these bands. So my question to the tribe is, first of all, what do you think of my idea that these three bands, do you think it's a good fit touring together if they could just get over their own private squabbles? But here's part B to that whole question. What three bands would you choose to regroup and tour together on a tour, and what would be your criteria for putting those three bands together? All right, it's just a thought experiment, isn't it, folks? But you know what? Thought experiments have created amazing tours in the past, and who knows, us talking in the comments together could create a dialogue that might just light a bug up somebody's aspirin bottle. I hope you enjoyed the video tonight. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That helps with channel growth. We're all about growth. And if you haven't subscribed, by the way, all you have to do is hit that subscribe to the tribe button, tap that top bell icon, and you will be notified of all of my future videos. All right, I'm Michael Noland, and together in the comments, folks, we become the tribe. We are the tribe, and I'll see you in my next video.